Hi everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to Stampin' Sunday. Rose Ward here, Stampersdelight.com. How you all doing? Drop in and say hi. Let me know where you're calling from. Texting from, popping in from, whatever. Hi Sherry, hi Janine, how are you? I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I know I keep putting on my glasses, taking them off. I can see myself here, but then I can't read anything, so we need to put them back on. So I'm glad you tuned back in. Today, the stamp set that I decided to showcase was Beautiful Blizzards, and with the die, this great die. I'm going to show you a bunch of different things to do with that. Hi, Fran. So before I do that, let me just say a couple of things. I'm trying to stamp my way to Greece. I still got a couple more weeks to try to get this trip in there. You know, it's close. It's really close, girls. It's really close. So again, I'm extending my offer to anybody that wants to place an offer with me. You can't use my hostess code for this part of it, but any order that you put through me, I will give you a $10 coupon, $10 off. Okay, so that's still going on. So if you want to, you know, send me an order, send me a Facebook message, instant message, whatever, an email. If you go to Stampersdelight.com, that's me. There's my email. Also, my phone number's on there. I just don't like to give my phone number out over Facebook. But just go to Stampersdelight.com. So, I think that's it. Anybody that's in the area, I did throw in a holiday Stamp-A-Stack this coming Saturday on September 15th from 1 to 3. So if you'd like to get them into this Stamp-A-Stack, holiday Stamp-A-Stack, not to be confused with the holiday buffet next month, okay? So at this one, we're going to be doing 15 holiday cards, Christmas cards, 5 at each table, okay? There'll be 3 tables set up. So, and you come and you work at your own pace. Okay, I already have quite a few girls signed up, so, you know, contact me if you want to come. Hi, Winann, let me know if you want to come. So, again, thank you all for tuning in, and let's see what I've created today for you. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera, keep the comments coming, and I will comment later on or when, you know, when I'm off. Okay, so here we go. Let me just turn this. There we go. And I think everything should be in focus. Everything should be full view. Everything should not be upside down. Okay, so again, what I'm going to show today, and I will be getting up and down because some things I have to stamp and use the Big Shot for, and I can't do that sitting down. So this is the die, and this is the stamp set. Now, a couple of things, I guess, I always like to show you the samples first, okay, because I think that's important. So let's just see what I've created with, you want to see the samples first? Okay, and everything's perfect, good. Okay, so with this stamp set, I created, well, let's start with, well, it doesn't matter which one I start with because I like them all. Okay, so this one that I've done is using the frosted florals paper in the background and on the lighter green. And then I used the Tranquil Tide. And this is the whole stamp set, well, most of the stamp set. Okay, so I used this big one here, put a snow blizzard there, used this one. This was in the seafoam. Then with these snowflakes, I did those in the mint macaron. Okay. And then the darker ones, of course, are the Tranquil Tide. And then I did the embossing here with the Tranquil Tide. I don't know if anybody realizes you can emboss with our regular inks. If you know, you don't let it dry, especially on vellum, you can stamp and then just put our clear embossing powder over it. And it does emboss. And I'll bring that up and show you. Okay, so that was one of the samples. And the nice thing is the paper behind it, the frosted florals, it's got Sierra Sand and the Tranquil Tide, and that's what I layered here. I wasn't a big user of Sierra Sand, to tell you the truth. Crumb Cake was one of my favorites, but Sierra Sand I did not use a lot of until this holiday catalog. Everything goes so well with that. It's not really white. It's not really vanilla. It's not really crumb cake. It's somewhere there in between, and it works out really well. And then the inside, again, is the Sierra Sand. Now, the saying from the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, that's from the Peaceful Poinsettias, which I will be showcasing on Facebook Friday or next Sunday. I'm not sure. Either Friday or Sunday. Because I also have another one I want to do, and I'm not sure which order I'm going to do them in. But, okay, so that's the first sample. Now, with this piece, when I cut it, I had a little piece left over, so what do I do with my little pieces left over? I scrummage in my other box of pieces, leftover cardstock, colored cardstock, and with that piece of designer series paper, I made myself a tag. So just about every card I've been doing lately, I've been doing tag with them. Because otherwise, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of small pieces like this laying around, and I'm going to use them, and then I don't use them. So what I've been trying to do lately is when I make these cards for my class or for the Facebook Lives, I've been trying to do a matching frame, and I figure by the time I'm done and Christmas rolls around, I'll have all my tags made. And who wouldn't want to get a beautiful gift with a beautiful tag? And you see, this is all the same colors. I just added some of the red rhinestones there just to offset it a little bit. Then what I did, I used the embossing or the framelit, and I did almost the same card but two different ways. So of course this beautiful blizzard goes great with our spirited snowmen. Okay, so what I did was I used our silver embossed cards, which you'll see those a lot because I just like the way blue and silver go together. And I used the framelit, and I cut out the Night of Navy, and then in back of that, I just put a piece of our glimmery or shimmery silver glimmer paper. I know they say glimmer, but it's really glitter paper. Anyway. So, and then I, of course, I added Winkastella to the snowman here so that he shines a little bit too. So that's one idea. And then inside here, if you can see, remember I told you about the spectrum pads. I showed you that with the red and green. Well, I got another one. Now I need another one because I want to do it in greens. And this is in blues. So I've got Balmy Blue. Then I got Blueberry Bushel. Then I have Pool Party. Then I have Night of Navy. And so notice I didn't put the names on them yet. Oh, they're right here. And yeah, so it's, I just want to make sure I tell you right. Yep, I did Balmy Breeze or Balmy Blue. That's how I've been around for a while. Then I did Blueberry Bushel. Then I did Pool Party. Then I did Night of Navy. And then I put the Balmy Blue again at the end. So I'm loving the spectrum pads. I'm so glad we got these and we can make our own colors. So I need another one now because I want to do some greens. So again, that's the inside of this card. Okay. Now on the same wavelength there, I did it the opposite way. So again, the silver card, but then I ran the framelit through the silver glitter paper, and in back of that put the Night of Navy. Almost the same card, just a little bit different. I just wanted you to see the two different ways you could do it because I'm not sure which way I like it better. I like them all. And then in this one, I did silver embossing. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. I just happen to like that saying a lot. So there's some more samples with the blizzard. Now, I want to show this one, and then I'm going to do some stamping. But this one is in our seafoam, no, I'm sorry, mint macaron. And again, if I bring it up close, you can see some designer series paper back there, and that's from the Frosted Florals again. Okay, there's so many things you can do with this set. And I'm not, we're done yet. And it goes so well with all the other stamp sets. And you can see I added some extra snowflakes here in some of the sequins from our annual catalog. And then this one I open this way. My fingers aren't working tonight. And you can see that in there I put the big snow flurry. It reminds me of tie-dye, that's what I want to say. And I stamped like that. Okay. That's okay, Donna. You can just rewatch it. So that's another one I did. Put this up there. I'm going to show you all the cards first, and then I'm going to backtrack. Okay, so this one on the foil envelope and cardstock and envelopes that we sell, I just used the whole stamp set. I just stamped the backgrounds in the Balmy Blue, and then I stamped with the Night of Navy, and I didn't re-ink it every time, so you got some light and dark snowflakes. And then I put the saying right on the card. The only thing I did different was this little guy here, I embossed in silver. So that is embossed. And then Season's Greetings inside, and I always like to have a little something on the inside. Hi, Jean. So, and then what I did with this one, here's the matching envelopes, and I embossed that too. I usually put something on the corner, and I like to put something on the back, unless I do the lip of the envelope. So that one I'm going to leave right here. And then I'm going to show you a couple of other things. Let's see, this one's one of the ones I'm going to actually stamp. Now this one is our embossing framelit, our framelit. But do you see what it is? It's not cut out. It's our shimmery embossing paint, our paste. And there we go. So I'll show you how I did that too. And this is on the shimmery paper. And we're going to do that one in a minute, but let me bring in the other one first that I'm going to do also. Again with the silver. This is, again, using the framelit, but now I'm using part of it, what I cut out as a stencil. Can you see that real close? So I stenciled the template that I made. I didn't stamp that inside yet. So those two I'm going to show you how I did in a minute, but before I show you that, I want to show you, you know me in the Dollar Tree. Win Ann knows how much I love the Dollar Tree. Well, in the Dollar Tree, I got these plastic clear balls. And yeah, they're starting to bring out Christmas stuff already. At the same time, they're doing Halloween. But anyway, I grabbed, they were 2 for $1, and I figured I could do something with them. So what I did with that is I made a little snowflake ornament. So what I did was I got those little, they look like styrofoam, but the inside of these guys, when you pop them out, I got some over here. You can use them for all kinds of things. So I got them in my little tray dish here, you know. I have the glittery ones over here and the colored ones over there. And I just put them inside here. Now they're large, so you got to kind of round them, and I'll show you how I did that. I just took a pen gently, because they will rip, and just rolled it around there and slid it through the top of my ornament. And there's different colors in here. There's blue, there's silver, there's white, and then I filled it up with these little balls. They're little styrofoam fake snow at the Dollar Tree. And then I put a little tag on it that says snowflakes are unique in their own beautiful way. And you have a cute little Christmas ornament. And you don't want to put too much. I had to take some out. I put way too much of the little foam balls in here. Here they are right here. They come like this in a little bag. I actually stick them in a container because they have a lot of static and they'll be all over the place. So you don't want to put a lot of the little balls in there because then you don't see your snowflakes when you turn it around. Isn't that great? So I thought it was a cute little idea. I think this might be one of the things we do at my ornament class. That'll probably be coming up in November. I'm doing a tag class this month, and I think November, maybe after on stage. Okay, so that's the ornament. Now, before I go any further, I gotta show you my other find from today at the Dollar Tree. You know, anybody that's been watching me knows how I love my Dollar Tree. So I was going in there and I was actually looking for a different kind of ornament, and I had it in my head and I couldn't find it, and that was okay because check this out. I found it's a snow globe. You can make a snow globe, right? Now, I guess you can, I didn't take it out or anything. I only bought one for now. You gotta take that piece of paper out and it tells you how to make an actual snow globe. And again, this is plastic, but I'm thinking next week, maybe by Sunday, when I come back on Facebook Live, I'm thinking I'm gonna have a snow globe here to show you. Isn't that cute? And if it works out well, I think we might be doing a snow globe with the ornament class. All right, so enough of that. Let me move this out of the way so I don't get it messy. All right, so I showed you the embossing paste, and I'll do that one last only because it makes my template a mess. Okay, so let me bring this in. I'll show you the stencil first. And what I did, hopefully I got everything out here. There's my card. I'm just going to move that over here. All right, so I cut one of these out on, and I don't have to show you. I think you know how to run this through the Big Shot. I will be using the Big Shot to show you a couple other things, though. Okay, so I ran that through the Big Shot, and I took those snowflakes, and that's what's in my little tray over here. So with this template, and you don't want to use anything too heavy because it won't go through. Now, you can put some washi tape, which I had on the table here somewhere, which is gone, but I'm not going to worry about that. And you just lay it down right on top of your cardstock or your base. And the little sponge dauber. And just sponge it. This is probably the thing that takes the longest today. And I don't worry about it. You don't want it to be all the same color. Light and dark. Snowflakes, there's never two snowflakes alike, right? So I'm just going to sponge that up real quick. And again, I usually put the ends down with my washi tape, but it got buried on the table again. I had this room all cleaned up Friday night after work. I came down here, cleaned everything up. It was all nice. By Saturday, it was, I don't want to say a mess because when you're crafting, it's never a mess. But what I did was getting everything ready for today. My room was all jumbled up again. I'll use the word jumble. And that one, I'm going to just... Oop. I'm doing a little faster than I normally would want to because... Okay, so that should be about enough. And then I'm just going to take that off. And you got a cute little stenciled background. Okay? The thing I like about this card is it's one of those ones, I hate to say simple because there's no hand stamp that's simple. They're nice. They're nice cards, right? They're not simple cards. But they're easy to do and they look oh so elegant. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in and I'm going to get the Snowflakes Are Unique. I'm going to stamp that in Night of Navy, right in the middle. There you go. Then I'm going to take, let's use this one, the Balmy Blue, Balmy Blue. And because these are stenciled, some are light and some are dark, but I don't want these real dark, so I'm tapping off once. And I'm just going back in there and putting some snowflakes. So can you see that? Okay. Hi, Penny. I hope you saw the email about the Stamp-a-Stack on Saturday. All right, then I'm going to take this little swirly thing in the Night of Navy. And again, I don't want it real dark. I don't want it as dark as the saying. So I'm just going to stamp off once and just throw a couple of these randomly around. And again, I'm just inked it once. Okay. Yeah. Move him over here. And you got a card. Now, what I like to do, of course, I'm not going to just leave it bare. I have to have something on there. So let's just see, where did I put my, there they are, right there. I love these new epoxy pearls and my new tool. And this one I use the clear. So this one I'm going to use the frosted. And just put a couple of those on there. And again, not real fancy, but I wanted to show you how you can use your framelit as a stencil. Put one there. Get another little small one and put them up here. Maybe right there. Okay. Now, the other thing is the inside. We're going to use this Spectrum pad that I just told you about. I'm going to move that out of the way. And this one, I'm just going to use Season's Greetings. So when I ink it, I'm going to turn it around. And you'll see the different color blues. And again, there you go, the different color blues. Now you can do this in reds, greens. So I got the red and green. Now I got the blues, and I'll be doing a light green and a dark green one. And I'm going to bring this back in, just see how ink that is. I think I want to put a little more ink on that. I'm just going to stamp off and have some little snowflakes in the background. Okay. That's how quick and easy you can make a card with those new card bases. Now, we do have them in gold also, but again, I just like the blues and the silvers together. That's all. So that's it. That's making it at a stencil. Okay. Now, the next part, and the reason I wanted to do this one first is because I won't be able to use this stencil again when you see what I'm going to do. Okay. So for this one, got my piece of Night of Navy. Same thing. I'm using it as a stencil, but I'm going to take. And I forgot to bring my embossing little guys back down because I was using them. That's okay. We'll improvise. I got a spoon here. I got a plastic spoon. We'll use that. Whatever you do, when you use your utensils for the embossing paste, you want to make sure you clean them right away. And I brought it upstairs, so I'm just going to use a little spoon here. So you're just going to put some embossing paste on here. And you don't want it real thick. You just want to smush down a layer of it. I'm going to actually put this and try doing it on this end. Okay. So you definitely want to use the embossing tool with this, the plastic palette knives. Mine are upstairs, so I improvise. And this gets the template very wet, and that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be usable again. So, on the back side of that. The spoon doesn't really work as well because it's picking it up, but it'll get the job done. The palette knives work the best. If you're going to get the embossing powder, embossing paste, you definitely want the right tools. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to order more of this because I've used it so much lately. All right. Making it very wet. I tried to do this with the silver embossing powder paste. That is way too wet and it just tears the paper. Oop. Okay. All right. You get the general idea. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. I can throw the spoon out. This is not my actual things that I want. Got some on my finger. Okay. And then you would just lift it up or off. This, let me tell you, this tool comes in so handy. It's always next to me now or you can use the other side. Remember I told you about this little palette side. Helps you lift everything up. This you want to be careful when you lift it up. Just grab a piece and gently pull it off. I'm going to move it away from the camera because I have to try to get this off. Okay, so there we go. Do it slowly because otherwise some of the paper will stay. This one came out a little messy, but it's okay because I can cover that up with a saying. So that's embossing paste. And then when it dries, through the magic of TV, I already have one done. There you go. Okay, so for this one, and I already stamped these. This is actually a piece of shimmery paper, and this is shimmery paper. Okay, so for this one, and I'm not done yet because I still have something else to show you. Okay. If snowflakes were a hug, I'd send you a blizzard, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, a lot of people don't realize that, you know, I'm using my placemat here. You can buy these pads of the placemats for stamping, and they're great because they have the grids and everything here so you can see what you're doing. I just want to make sure I'm there. Okay. All right, so close that up for a minute. And then I'm just going to snail this down, layer it onto my piece of, I didn't put the dimensions on here for these cards because they're just standard size. And these pieces, believe it or not, most of these pieces that I use, they're leftovers. They're scraps. I have little plastic bins over there. I have one for white and vanilla, and I have one for all different colors. So I'm going to take my shimmery white, and then I'm going to snail this. Now this is, I'm going to put a lot of snail on this, only because it's heavy. It's a heavy piece of cardstock now because of the snow on there. Just lay that right on there. And then for this one, I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals. So, okay, so far I showed you 3 ways to use this framelit. The regular way by just, you know, using it as a framelit and using the snowflakes as a stencil, and then again as a stencil with embossing paste. Still have another couple of things to go, though. Okay. And I'm just going to put that right there. Okay. And then again, bring in my epoxies and just put a couple of them wherever. I like to put them on top of the snowflake up here. I don't know, just offset it here, and then maybe a little one right here. I like to do them each different. So you can see I add them a little different. So, and I love this, and it feels nice and gritty. I like this. Okay, and then, stop. And then this one, let's see, what I said. This one says, if a hug were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. So I'm gonna use Thinking of You with Love. Now these can all be used for holiday cards, so. And I don't have any small blocks in front of me, so I'll just use this one. And I'll use the Night of Navy on the inside. I'm just going to stamp that. Make sure I have it straight. And again with the little, you know, I just like these snowflakes, so I have to use the snowflakes again. I might as well just leave these two open for now. And again, I tap it off because I don't want it real dark. I just want some little snowflakes back there. And there you go. Another way to use your embossing paste with your framelits. And you can actually do this with any framelits. It just doesn't have to be the snowflakes, but I just think it comes out really nice with the snowflakes. Okay, so that's those two. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is, let's just bring it out here. Our shimmer paints. They go great with this set because they make everything shimmery like snow. So the way you use these is you're going to take, not the Wink Costello, where's the other one? You're going to take our spritzers. Here's the gold. And here's the pearl. And somewhere over here I have the other one, which is the champagne. He's on the desk somewhere. But what you do is you fill this up about 80% full. You could fill it up if you want, but I did it to about here, like 80% full, with 70% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. They say if you use anything higher, it doesn't work. I don't know. This is what I have, so it's 70%. And you're going to fill that up, and you're going to pour in a couple of drops. I think I put 4 or 5 drops of the shimmer paint. Now let me show you what happens. With that template, which I'm not going to bring back because I already made it messy, I shimmered, you know, I sprayed the shimmer paint over it. Can you see that? So this is on the Balmy Blue. I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking tonight. Okay, so that's the Balmy Blue. This is without the stencil. This is just making all your paper. Remember how I said I love shimmery paper? Well, now all your paper can be shimmery, not just the white. And then here's a Night of Navy with the snowflakes. And then here's Night of Navy just as a shimmer paper. So, and I probably shouldn't do it this way, but you know what? I'm going to try it. Nah, I better not do that. Let's just do this. Let me take this back. See if I have another framelit anywhere. No, I don't. Okay, so this is how you can get the shimmer paper. And let me just grab one of these. I actually did a larger bottle. I got this at the dollar store too, I think, a couple of them. Only because when I do a class, this isn't going to last me long enough. So I got a bigger bottle. And all you do, I wish I had another stencil. I thought I did. Well, you know what? Let's just see if I have an old one in here. Well, if you were going to do it as a stencil, I'll just grab this guy out of here. You'd lay it down on your paper like that. I wonder if this would work. It's got a little snow stuff on it, but it might work. Just so I can show you. I mean, I think you could figure it out. And just spritz it. Okay? And then you're going to just lift it up. And when it dries, you won't see those blotches. What'll come through is, just like the blue, you'll have your snowflakes. So this is Coastal Cabana. And then if you wanted the whole thing shimmery, you would just spray the whole thing. So it's just alcohol and our shimmer paint. But here's the part I really like. It doesn't take much to excite me. Does anybody remember when we always had the shimmery paper, but we had the shimmery envelopes to match? And we don't sell those anymore? Well, I've been hoarding a whole package of them because I like the shimmery envelopes. Hi, Kathy Grady. I like the shimmery envelopes to go with my shimmer paper. And we don't have the shimmer envelopes anymore. Well, guess what, ladies? We do now. You can take your envelope, spray that puppy, let it dry, and we got a shimmery envelope to go with our shimmer paper now. I was so excited about this because, like I said, I've been hoarding this one package of shimmer envelopes. I didn't want to use them, and now I can. So, that's, I still have one more thing to show you. Okay, so, with this, I keep saying so, okay. Here's the next thing. Not only can you use this framelit to cut the pieces out, you can use it, and I'll show you the card I have here. I got this in a swap. I actually did one too, but I couldn't find it today. So I'll show you my swap card from Natalie Travis. Look in the background there. You can see that this plate, this framelit, but we made it into an embossing folder. So I'm going to show you how to do that 2 different ways right now. Okay. The first way is it's going to look like, let me see which one I got here. This one, okay, which is what I just showed you on the blue. Instead of cutting them out, it's just going to, I'm just reading a comment here. Sorry, ladies. Okay, I can't finish reading that. I can't see it. Okay, so this is making it into an embossing folder rather than a cutout. So here we go. Here's the 3 ways. Okay, so if you were going to use it as a framelit to cut everything out, and is this in view? Yeah. You got your magnetic plate, your precision plate on your magnetic plate, your cardstock, your framelit, and then your cutting board, or your cutting plate, okay? And you just run it through. Now, I might be moving the camera, sorry. And I always run it through, especially this one because it's detailed. I'm going to, once I hear it pop, I'm going to go back. Okay. So that's the first way to do it. Bring that one out. Now, also, you want to have your brush, which I thought I brought it over to the table, but I think I left it over there. The wire brush to run across this. Let me just grab that. I don't know how I could forget so many things tonight. Oh, who am I kidding? I'd forget my head if it wasn't attached to me. Okay, so it's because I got so much stuff up here. All right, so if you don't own one of these for framelits, you really need one of these, okay? And I put it in a case. It's just easier for me. While it's still in the framelit, that's when I run it through the first time, because you have something, you're not going to tear your paper that way. Okay. Just a little tip. Then before I take it off, I also go this way. I'm not going to do the whole thing. And then you pull it off, and these will pop out. The ones that don't, you just, again, and I know most of these already know this, but for the newbies, and then these little guys just pop out. And if they don't, you just play around with them a little bit. And that's where my dish comes into play. I put all my little snowflakes in there. Okay. This one's coming out. I'll just roll them out of here a little bit more. And then I just scoop them up and put them over into this plate so that I have them to use later on. Okay, so that's how you use it as a framelit. Now, if we want to use it as an embossing folder, I'm going to bring that back in here. And I want my regular platform, and I have the old one, so you're going to see it have it's different tabs on it. And I'm going to bring in my red piece. Let's see, I got some papers cut here. Oh, I think I was going to do the white. Yeah, I was going to do them in white instead of red. Just try white shimmery, I decided to try. Okay, so you're going to have that down. You're going to put your plate down. Oh, there, I did bring another plate. That one's starting to bow. So let's use this one. My cardstock. I mean, my framelit. The cardstock. The framelit now is face up. Before it was face down, so we were cutting into it. Now it's coming up. I'm going to put my shimmery white on top. And the thin blue matte. Thin blue matte, and as you can see, mine got ripped. Was misused. And then with that, the impressions pad that comes with the embossing mats, the new ones that are in the catalog. And you just run that through. Now it almost feels like it's not doing anything. You can wet the paper and get a better impression if you want. I very rarely do that. I get a good impression without it. Watch it make a liar out of me. And then I'm just going to pull this out. And there you go. I got snowflakes on my shimmery white. I know it's probably hard to see, but I have real subtle snowflakes. I just made it into an embossing folder. But wait, one more thing. You can also take the same, do it the same way. So I'm gonna bring my Big Shot back in. Layer it the same way with your plate there, and then your acrylic plate. Then you have the framelit facing up. Where's my other piece of white? Did it fall on the floor? Nope, right here. Okay. Fold, do one more. Same thing I'm doing, but now I'm bringing in the gray pad. The gray embossing mat, silicone mat, is thicker. Watch the difference. And then you're going to put that impression pad right back over it. I don't know why I got my handle over here. And I'm going to stand up for a minute. Can I just switch this, ladies? I don't know why I'm doing it the other way. That I'm only going to go down once because I don't want it to cut into it. I just want it to give it a better impression. Okay, so let's see what happens now. If I had gone back through it again, it would have definitely started cutting into it. Look at now it's raised. So let me show you the two different ways to do it. This one's raised. I don't know if you can see some of those snowflakes are actually raised up. That's with the gray, thicker silicone pad. And this real subtle one is with the thin one. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Angie. So you have so many ways to use this embossing folder or framelit. As an embossing folder, as a framelit, as a stencil. I mean, it's just got so many uses. So many great ways to use it. And then, last but not least, I have another piece of silver. And this I had done a while ago, but I'm going to bring in my little snowflakes, because you got all these snowflakes once you use that, right? And I'm just going to grab my new tool with the putty and get some of these. Well, this one's a big one. Okay, so we can do him big. I'm just going to put a little snail on him. Maybe put that one right there. And then maybe a blue one. And I should have, oh, there's my silicone mat. I'm just making a quick little card with all these little snowflakes that are left. Maybe throw a blue one on there. I need some little ones, and the little ones all fall to the bottom, so let's just grab that. There we go. I want a blue one, though. Or maybe I'll take a silver one. No, I want a blue. There we go. There's a blue one. Okay, so I'm just going to grab that, put a little snail on him, just so he stays down. I don't know if anybody knows, when you use that tacky mat, it does keep your glue where you want it, but if it doesn't, just take this little pokey tool, the new pokey tool, and just get that out of there. Okay, and I'm just going to throw one up here. Okay. And then you see how that little dot there, so let's, I just don't want to do white on white, so I'm looking for other colors here. See if I have a blue one. I have an off-white one. Let's throw a little off-white one in there. I'm just using all these little snowflakes up. What else have we got in here? Oh, there's a little blue one. I missed him again. Come on. They do stick together. Oh, there he is. Okay. I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to put him right in there. Just a bunch of little snowflakes. Just in the corner, I'm just doing that. And then again, I'm going to bring in my Snowflakes Are Unique. Stamp that right there. Want to add a little of the balmy blue because I want to bring that color into it too, but light. Let me do it upside down here. And then I'm going to bring in these guys. You see why I use a lot of these up, right? Put him right. Put him right there. Okay, and one more I think will go right there. How easy was that? Not a bad card, just using your leftovers. You can use it in any color. I mean, the snowflakes you can use in any color. So let me bring all this stuff back in real quick to show you again what we did. We got this card last minute. I just want to finish him up because I had played around with him to show you the tool a while ago, and all I had was that one little snowflake on there. Then we got of course, the folders, the different ways of doing the embossing. The shimmer, whether you use it as a stencil or you just shimmer your whole cardstock. I think the light blue is my favorite right now. That'll change tomorrow. We've got the embossing paste cards. Okay, these are my favorite. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have, again, the silver foiled cards bases are great. Actually, this one I really love. I love the green, and I love the designer series paper from the frosted florals on that. And then, of course, we got our little snowmen that go so well with this blizzard set. I really think if you get one, you need the other one. They're just so cute. And then we have the one with the other designer series paper with the matching tag. And last but not least, my little ornament, my little snowflake ornament. So let me just flip the camera up so I can see everybody. Hi, hi. So I hope you liked the cards and the project. I will be back on Friday, Facebook Friday morning. And look at, I'm ready for Christmas now. I just talked to my son last night. They'll be home for Christmas. I'm ready. The summer's over. The pool's almost closed. Bring on Christmas. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything. I hope to see you back here on Friday. Don't forget, if you want to order through me, just send me your orders. Just IM me or email me with your orders. Everybody will get a $10 off any order. This is a limited time, but I haven't had a date on it yet. I'm stamping my way to Greece. Have a great Sunday evening. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you back here Friday morning, bright and early. Bring the coffee. Bye.